All right, welcome to Veteran Uncensored. My name is Chris Rodriguez, and this might be a teaching video, I guess, sort of, kind of, because Candace Owens, she's known, very much known, and she has I don't know if an agenda or maybe is valid. I don't know, something against Israel, and she's going to explain here why. Um, the same people that say that Iran can have a nuke because they are religious fundamentalists, are the same people who hold the heretical belief that we must support Israel's nonstop campaign of murder, blackmail, land theft, bombing, and starvation of the innocent, because God will bless those who bless the 1948 created nation of Israel. Um, Listen, I don't know if what she's saying is real facts or not, but here we go. Let's take a look.
And what really became a turning point for me was recognizing that I didn't even know the beginning of the 1948 story. I had assumed that the world would have been moral enough. So, as even if the United Nations and the UK determined via the Balfour Declaration that, hey, war happens and now we're giving this and we're establishing Israel, I had assumed that they would have done that morally, that they would have said, here is the money for the home that you have lived in for thousands of years, the property that you have lived in. Here is money for that, but you have to go. That's not what happened. I mean, the Bella Hadid story is stunning. These people came on ships holding up signs about World War II saying, please, we're refugees, let us into your home. And the Palestinians opened their doors to them. This is the story of Muhammad Hadid and Bella Hadid. Yeah, the model, Gigi Hadid. He was an infant. His mother had just given birth. They allowed these refugees, these Polish refugees, to live in their homes as refugees because they wanted to help them following a world war. And then one day, they came back to their houses and the doors were locked. They came home, the doors were locked, and guns were being held, and they were told, leave right now, or some soldiers are going to come murder you. Do you guys understand? Just go through that in your head. Wherever it is that you live right now in the world, imagine your family has lived on that land for hundreds and hundreds of years. That this has been your home for hundreds of years. And then you say, oh, you know what? The Ukrainian war is happening right now. I feel really bad. I'm going to allow a Ukrainian to live in my house, maybe here in Tennessee, live in my house. And you allow them and you share with them. And you do this out of the kindness of your heart, right? Because you are being taken over, perhaps by the Spirit of Christ and charity. And one day you come back to your house and the doors are locked, and those refugees that you let in are telling you that if you try to open that door, you are going to die. That is how the land was given to them. That is a fact. No one can dispute that. There was no money. There was no trade. There was no conversation. They were effectively hijacked in their own homes. So the entire story of Israel has been immoral, okay? And it has really hinged upon our ignorance. We have all been ignorant, and it's time to stop. Because once you know the truth, now it is your burden to carry, okay? If you are truly ignorant and you support something, as I did, back when I was a Zionist, hitting the ground, talking about Israel, tweeting about Israel and how we must support Israel, then that's okay. That's going to be acceptable, because one day we're all going to have to account before our Creator. I have to hope that that is going to be acceptable, that it was truly ignorance and I believed that I was doing the right thing. But you now know this is not the right thing. And if you keep doing that, thing out of fear, all right, out of, I don't know, a jerk knee reaction because you're scared of being canceled. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be you when you meet your maker. I wouldn't want to be you when you have to stand before the Lord and account for what you allowed to take place, because those children are dying. They are being burned to death. Had been carpet bombed. The access to those images, it's at your fingertips. And to the people who really do believe that God's chosen people rape, murder, destroy, pillage, lie, deceive, blackmail Jeffrey Epstein, all of our politicians, buy, purchase, threaten, manipulate. Goodness, you may really want to crack open a Bible if you think that those are the signs of God's chosen people. Shoot presidents in broad daylight. Yeah, no. It shouldn't take you a theology course. You just take a little bit of common sense to tell you that no, that is not what God's chosen people do.
Wow. Boy, she went right to it. She cut through the bone with that one. Listen, I do agree that just because they're from Israel doesn't mean that they're holy people. Certainly not, and especially if I was born Catholic. I am now Baptist and Baptist Catholic. I'm like slashing in between, but I very much am a Christian, and I go to church every Sunday, and now very much getting into the Bible studies and all that stuff. I'm very much getting into it, and so please, people are gonna make fun of me. Oh, you're a Baptist Catholic. What is how does that work? Irrelevant. But I'm a Christian, and I mean, I don't think that they obviously don't believe in Jesus. So as far as religious difference is concerned, I don't have nothing to be really no similarities there. They're kind of stuck on the Old Testament to a certain extent. But no, I don't think just because they're born there that we're supposed to support them because we're followers of Christ. And if they do wrong, they should be condemned for it. Um, I think that this particular situation with the war that they're in, I mean, Hamas did attack them on October 2nd, the 7th, and they had to respond. Now things have gotten out of hand. They are killing um, rather a lot of people, a lot of civilians in Hamas. And then now it's made me question that even more because when they were so precise when they attacked Iran's nuclear facilities, I'm like, wait a minute. In Hamas, you get rid of a lot of people, you kill a lot of people, children, women, journalists, and say that, well, there will be casualties, but when it comes to Iran, you attack them so precisely that makes you question whether you are really trying to be precise with Hamas or in Palestine, or you have a different agenda. So I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm a caught in the middle. I don't, but I do agree. If you look at this from the religious standpoint and say just because they're from Israel, so we're supposed to just help them whatever they want. I don't think that's in any Bible says that. And if your pastor, preacher, uh, father is telling you that, then there's something's wrong. Basic common sense will prevail in that instance. So this is all political to me. It has nothing to do with religion, nothing at all. Now they use religion to whoever, Israel, Iran, whomever it may be. If they use religion to terrorize people, well, they obviously are not doing what they're supposed to. But this conflict in itself is all political. It's all political to me. So I don't know. Candace threw some things there that could be facts. I don't know. I have not fact checked her, but she was pretty convincing, I tell you. And anyway, let me know what you think. This is a touchy subject. I'm not sure what to think. I haven't done my research, but what do you think? Do you agree with her? Let me know in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Veteran Uncensored Chris Rodriguez. I'll see you on the next one.